Mental strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, daily, through specific habits that most men never develop. You see guys who stay calm under pressure, who handle setbacks without falling apart, who keep going when everyone else quits. You think they're just built different. They're not. They just have habits you don't have yet. The Stoics figured out exactly which habits create unshakable mental strength. Marcus Aurelius used these habits to rule Rome during plagues and wars. Epictetus used them to survive slavery. Today, I'm giving you 7 habits that will make you mentally strong. Not theories, not motivational fluff. Actual daily practices that rewire your brain for resilience. Start doing these, and in 90 days you'll be a different man. Let's go. Hashtag habit 1. Control your morning. The first hour of your day determines everything. Win the morning, win the day. Lose the morning, spend the rest of the day in damage control. Mentally weak men wake up and immediately give their power away. They grab their phone, scroll social media, check emails, read the news. Within 5 minutes, they're reacting to other people's problems and comparing themselves to everyone else. You're different. You're going to own your morning. Here's the non-negotiable morning routine for mental strength. Step 1. No phone for the first hour. None. 0. The world can wait. Your mind can't. Step 2. Move your body. Doesn't matter if it's a workout, a walk, or stretching. Get blood flowing. Get out of your head and into your body. Why? Because physical movement regulates your nervous system. Tells your brain we're in control. We're capable. We're strong. Step 3. Feed your mind deliberately. Read something meaningful for 10 minutes. Stoic philosophy. Biography of someone you respect. Something that makes you think, not just scroll. You're programming your brain with quality input instead of garbage. Step 4. Set your intention. Write one sentence. Today I will focus on being. Then pick one quality. Disciplined, patient, focused, courageous. That's your focus. Every decision you make today gets filtered through that intention. Marcus Aurelius did this every single morning. He'd write in his journal about the day ahead and the man he wanted to be. Why does this build mental strength? Because you're taking control. Most men are controlled by circumstances. You're controlling your response to circumstances. That's power. That's mental strength. And it starts in the first hour of every day. Do this for 30 days straight. No excuses. No skipping. Watch what happens. Hashtag habit 2. Do hard things daily. Mental strength is a muscle. If you never lift heavy, the muscle stays weak. Mentally weak men spend their lives avoiding discomfort. They hit snooze, take the easy path, quit when things get hard. Then they wonder why life feels overwhelming. You need to deliberately do difficult things every single day. Not because you're a masochist, because you're training your mind to handle discomfort. The Stoics practiced this obsessively. Seneca, one of the richest men in Rome, would regularly sleep on the floor, fast, and wear rough clothes. Why? So when real hardship came, he was prepared. His discomfort tolerance was so high that external circumstances couldn't break him. Your modern version. Physical discomfort * cold showers. Hard workouts. Fasting. Push yourself physically every day. Mental discomfort * study something difficult. Read challenging material. Learn a complex skill. Social discomfort * have the difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Say no when you want to say yes. Set a boundary. Delayed gratification * skip the thing you want right now. Practice waiting. Practice self-control. Here's the key. You're not doing hard things because you enjoy them. You're doing them because each time you choose discomfort over comfort, you're proving to yourself that you can do hard things. That proof builds mental strength. Every time you don't hit snooze, you're building evidence that you control your actions. Every time you take the cold shower, you're building evidence that you can override your comfort-seeking instincts. This evidence accumulates. And when real life gets hard, when you lose your job, your relationship ends, your business fails, you have a mental bank account full of proof that you can handle difficult things. Most men have no deposits in that account. So when real hardship hits, they collapse. Because they've never practiced being uncomfortable. Start today. Pick one hard thing and do it every single day for 30 days. Just one. Build the habit. Then add another. Cold shower every morning. That's where I recommend starting. 30 seconds. That's it. Your brain will scream no. Do it anyway. That's mental strength. Hashtag habit 3. Practice negative visualization. This sounds depressing. It's actually the most powerful mental strength tool the Stoics discovered. Every day, spend 5 minutes imagining losing everything you value. Your health, your money, your relationships, your freedom. Really imagine it. Feel it. Sit with the discomfort. Then open your eyes and realize you still have all of it. Right now. Why does this build mental strength? 3 reasons. First, it prepares you for loss. Loss is inevitable. Everyone you love will die. You'll face setbacks. Things will go wrong. Most men are blindsided when loss comes. They fall apart because they never mentally prepared for it. You're different. You've already been there in your mind. When loss actually comes, you're not shocked. You're prepared. Seneca wrote, "He who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." Second, it creates gratitude. When you regularly imagine loss, you stop taking things for granted. You look at your life and realize, I already have everything I need to be happy right now. That gratitude creates peace, and peace creates mental strength. Third, it eliminates fear. What you resist persists. What you face dissolves. When you deliberately imagine your worst fears, they lose their power over you. You realize, even if the worst happens, I'll survive. I'll adapt. I'll keep going. That realization is freedom. Here's how to practice this. Every evening before bed, close your eyes. Pick one thing you value. Imagine losing it completely. Your business fails. Your health deteriorates. Your relationship ends. Sit with that scenario for 2 minutes. Don't run from the discomfort. Feel it. Then ask, if this happened, could I survive it? Honest answer, yes, you could. You'd adapt. You'd rebuild. Humans always do. That knowledge, that deep certainty that you can handle whatever comes, that's mental strength. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Despite being emperor, he'd imagine losing his power, his family, his life. Kept him grounded. Kept him prepared. Do the same. 5 minutes a day. Feels strange at first. Then it becomes the most centering practice you have. Hashtag habit 4. Control what you control. Release what you don't. This is the core habit of mental strength. Master this and anxiety becomes almost impossible. Epictetus divided the entire world into 2 categories. Things you control and things you don't. You control asterisk. Your thoughts. Your actions. Your responses. Your effort. Your character. You don't control asterisk. Other people's opinions. Outcomes. The past. The future. Other people's actions. Most external circumstances. Mentally weak men spend their energy on category 2. They worry about what people think. They stress about outcomes. They replay the past. They catastrophize about the future. All wasted energy, because you can't control any of it. Mentally strong men spend 100% of their energy on category 1. What can I do right now? What's my next action? How can I respond to this situation? Here's how to build this habit. Every time you feel stressed or anxious, ask one question. Can I control this? If yes, stop worrying and take action. Make a plan. Do something about it. If a no, let it go. Immediately. Completely. Not your problem. Not your responsibility. Not worth your mental energy. Example. You have a job interview tomorrow. Can you control if they hire you? No, that's their decision. What can you control? How well you prepare, how you present yourself, how you answer questions. Your attitude. Focus there. Release everything else. This habit alone will cut your stress by 80%. Because most of what you stress about is outside your control anyway. But here's the deeper level. Learning to release what you can't control creates massive mental freedom. You stop trying to control the uncontrollable. You stop fighting reality. You stop exhausting yourself trying to change things that won't change. That conserved energy goes into what you can control. And that's where your power actually lives. Practice this daily. Every decision, every worry, every stress. Ask, can I control this? Then act accordingly. Hashtag habit 5. Embrace discomfort immediately. Mentally weak men avoid, delay, and procrastinate on uncomfortable things. That avoidance creates anxiety. And the anxiety compounds until the discomfort becomes unbearable. Mentally strong men do the opposite. They move toward discomfort immediately. Difficult conversation needed? Have it today. Scary decision to make? Make it now. Hard workout scheduled? Do it first thing. Why? Because the anticipation of discomfort is worse than the discomfort itself. You spend days, weeks, sometimes months dreading something that takes 10 minutes to actually do. All that dread is destroying your mental energy. Embrace the discomfort immediately and it's over. Done. Behind you, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole. Don't try to picture everything bad that could possibly happen. Stick with the situation at hand. The situation at hand is never as bad as your imagination makes it." Here's the habit. When you notice yourself avoiding something, do it within 24 hours. No exceptions. Avoiding calling someone back? Call them today. Avoiding starting that project? Start it right now. Even just 5 minutes. Avoiding the gym? Go immediately. This does 2 things. First, it eliminates the anxiety of avoidance. Once you do the thing, the dread disappears. You're free. Second, it builds your approach muscle. Every time you move toward discomfort instead of away from it, you're rewiring your brain. Over time, your default becomes approach, not avoidance. That's mental strength. Not the absence of fear. The habit of acting despite fear. Start today. What's one thing you've been avoiding? Do it today. Right after watching this video. That's how you build this habit. One uncomfortable action at a time. Hashtag habit 6. Fail and reflect. Mentally weak men avoid failure at all costs. So they play small. Stay safe. Never risk anything meaningful. Mentally strong men fail constantly. Because they're attempting things worth attempting. But here's the difference. They don't just fail. They fail and reflect. They extract the lesson. They get better. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body, but only if you learn from them. Failure without reflection is just repeated mistakes." Here's the habit. Step 1. Attempt difficult things regularly. If you're not failing at least once a week, you're not trying hard enough. Step 2. When you fail, journal about it. Don't just feel bad. Analyze it. Write, what happened? What did I do wrong? What was outside my control? What did I learn? What will I do differently next time? Step 3. Implement the lesson immediately. Don't just know what you learned. Apply it. Test it. Prove you actually learned. This habit transforms failure from something that breaks you into something that builds you. Every failure becomes data. Every setback becomes feedback. Every loss becomes education. Marcus Aurelius failed constantly. Bad decisions. Failed campaigns. Betrayals. But he reflected on all of it in his journal. That's why his writings are still studied 2,000 years later. Most men fail and either pretend it didn't happen or beat themselves up about it. Neither builds mental strength. You're different. You fail, you reflect, you learn, you improve. That's the cycle of growth. And growth creates mental strength. Because you're not afraid of failure anymore. You know it's just part of the process. Hashtag habit 7. Serve something bigger than yourself. Here's the final habit. And it might be the most important. Mentally weak men make everything about themselves. Their comfort, their feelings, their problems. This creates fragility. Because when something goes wrong in their life, their entire world collapses. Mentally strong men serve something bigger than themselves. A mission, purpose, a cause, other people. This creates resilience. Because their identity isn't tied to their personal circumstances. It's tied to their contribution. Viktor Frankl survived Nazi concentration camps by finding meaning in his suffering. He discovered, those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. You need a why. Something you're building that matters beyond just you. Could be your family. Building a business that solves real problems. Cause you believe in. Teaching something valuable. Creating something lasting. Doesn't matter what it is. Matters that it's bigger than your personal comfort. Why does this build mental strength? First, it gives you resilience during personal hardship. When your life falls apart, you still have purpose. You still have something to show up for. Second, it takes the focus off your own suffering. You can't spiral into self-pity when you're busy serving others. Third, it creates meaning. And meaning is the ultimate source of mental strength. Marcus Aurelius served Rome. Even when everything was falling apart, he had purpose. That kept him going. Here's how to build this habit. Step 1. Define what you're serving. Write it down. I am building/serving. Step 2. Align your daily actions with that purpose. Every day, do at least one thing that serves your why. Step 3. When life gets hard, reconnect with your purpose. Remind yourself what you're building and why it matters. This shifts you from, why is this happening to me? To, how can I use this to serve better? That shift is everything. You stop being a victim of circumstances. You become someone using circumstances to build something meaningful. That's mental strength at its peak. 7 habits. That's all it takes. Control your morning. Do hard things daily. Practice negative visualization. Control what you control. Embrace discomfort immediately. Fail and reflect. Serve something bigger than yourself. None of these are complicated, but they're all hard. And that's the point. Mental strength isn't built through comfort. It's built through daily practice of difficult habits. Most men will watch this video, nod along, and change nothing. They'll go back to hitting snooze, avoiding discomfort, and wondering why they feel weak. You're different. You're going to pick one habit, just one, and implement it starting tomorrow. Not all 7 at once. That's how you fail. One habit, 30 days. Build it into your routine until it's automatic. Then add the next one. In 6 months, you'll have all 7 habits running. And you'll be unrecognizable. Calmer under pressure. Stronger in adversity. More focused in chaos. More resilient in setbacks. That's what mental strength looks like. And that's what these habits create. The Stoics proved it works 2,000 years ago. Modern psychology confirms it works today. Now you just need to prove it works for you. Start tomorrow. Pick your first habit. Commit to 30 days. And watch yourself transform. Now go build that mental strength. If this video gave you value, subscribe and hit that like button. Comment below. Which habit are you starting with and why? I read every comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay strong, stay disciplined, stay stoic.